Good morning, students. Today in the series of experiment, we are performing one more experiment. That is to determine the resistance of galvanometer by half deflection method and to find its figure of merit. Apparatus required: battery eliminator, galvanometer, two resistance boxes, one of range 0 to 5000 ohm, another one of range 0 to 100 ohm. This is the circuit diagram describing this experiment. Formula used: G equals to Rs upon R minus S, where R is the high resistance offered by this resistance box. S, a small resistance connected in parallel with galvanometer. It is also called shunt. And this shunt resistance is just offered by a small resistance box of range 0 to 100 ohm. Now look at here. Why to use this resistance box here whose range is high or very big or very large? See, the purpose of using this high range resistance box over here is to protect the galvanometer from high current, because it is just sensitive to small current only, that is Ig. So never insert the galvanometer with a high current. So for safety point of view, we make use of this high resistance box here, and also offer a small voltage from this battery indicator, normally 2 volt. So let's come on the apparatus now. See, if we just talk about apparatus, so this is battery eliminator. This is just solving the purpose of this battery. Actually, this battery eliminator convert alternating current into direct current, and it provide DC at different voltages like 2 volt, 4 volt, 6 volt, 8 volt, 10 volt and 12 volt. So here I am just keeping it at 2 volt as this pointer is lying at 2 volt. The positive terminal of this battery is either connected with this small resistance box or with galvanometer. So look here, this is the positive terminal. It is connected with this small resistance box of range 0 to 100 ohm, or another end is connected with the positive terminal of galvanometer. Now the other end of this resistance box, small resistance box, is connected with the key. This is called K2, and the other end of this key is connected with the galvanometer. You can see negative terminal of the galvanometer, and the negative terminal of galvanometer is connected with the one end of resistance box here. Other end of resistance box is connected with this key K1, and ultimately the other end of this key is connected with the negative terminal of the battery eliminator. Now look at here. If we just talk about this circuit diagram, so as I told you, if I am just keeping this key open, then entire current Ig will flow through this galvanometer. But keep one thing in mind, that whenever means we are just connecting galvanometer in this circuit, we have to provide high resistance from here, so that galvanometer doesn't get damaged. Okay, see, in half deflection method, what we do? We just reduce its deflection to half of its value, and it is possible if we adjust the shunt in such a way that half of the current will flow through galvanometer and rest half will flow through shunt. And if it happens means if current divides equally in both, it means both will have same resistance. But practically here we are using this formula over here, that G equals to Rs upon R minus S. Why it is so? Look at here, I am just explaining the formula here. As you know that G is equals to Rs upon R minus S, and practically, as I told you, this R is very large as compared to S. So we can ignore this difference here. R minus S can be reduced to R only. And if we are putting R instead of this, so R is cancelling with R, and G becomes approximately equals to S only. So that's why this formula will give you the resistance of galvanometer. Fine. After that, for figure of merit, we have to make use of this data only. In that, we have to make use of EMF, which is just provided by this battery generator, that is 2 volt here, and R, that is resistance offered by this, and the resistance of galvanometer whatsoever we have to calculate by this experiment, and then deflection. So for that we have to draw this kind of table here. Like in first column, this is serial number, then resistance R, which is offered by the big resistance box offering 0 to 5000 ohm. That is deflection. We will just give the deflection in number only. Here, look at here in galvanometer, as its 0 is lying at the center, so it can deflect up to 30 on either side. So this 30, what we call it, maximum deflection of this galvanometer. Then shunt is provided by this small resistance box here. Then deflection, we have to notice once again here while performing, we have to reduce the deflection up to half. So that will give you theta by 2. This is theta, so we have reduced deflection up to half of it. Then we have to put the values in this formula for next calculation. Now let's come on the recording part. In recording part, I am just starting from here. As I told you that before switching on the apparatus, first just provide the resistance from this resistance box. So I am providing resistance from here, that is nearly 5000 from here. Now I am making the circuit close here. Look at the deflection here. The deflection is beyond the range of this galvanometer. So I am just taking out one more resistance from here. Okay, still it is beyond the range. Again, I just picked one more. So now I am just offering a resistance of 5000 plus 500 plus 200. That is 5700 ohm resistance I am offering from this resistance box, and deflection is here up to 30. Now I am just inserting the key K2. Look at here. Now I am just reducing its deflection to 50% of its previous value, that is up to 15. So from here I am offering 100 ohm resistance. So it is now not now on 15. Let me remove one more resistance from here, that is say 20. Yeah, I think it's after removing 10 and 5, say, yeah, now it is on 15, exactly half of the previous value here. So look at, now note down the readings here. The reading of capital R is 5000 plus 500 plus 200, that is 5700 ohm, and the value of shunt is 100 plus 10 plus 5, that is 115 ohm. Now let's move on another value. I am just removing the key K2 from here, and I am just removing one more resistance from here. I am offering more resistance so that less current can flow through the galvanometer. Now look at the deflection here. This pointer is on now 26th mark exactly. This is on 26th. So deflection, we can say it is 26 now. I am inserting the key K2 now. Look at here, it reduced to 13 here. Yes, fine. But for reducing it up to 13, whatsoever resistance is offered by shunt, that is almost same, 115 only. So let's record the value. The capital R is 5000 plus 1000 plus 500 plus 200, that is 6700 ohm, and deflection is 26. Then shunt offered is 115 ohm, and half of the deflection, that is theta by 2, comes out to be 13. Now similarly, let's come on the third value. I am removing the key K2 from here, and also increasing the resistance from this resistance box. Now look at here, this reduced to, the value reduced to nearly 20, up to 20th division here. Again I am inserting the key K2 here. On inserting key K2 at the same previous shunt, it reduced to half of its value, that is up to 10. So again let's record the value. Look at here, the capital R is 5000 plus 2, 7000, 8000, 8500, 650, 8650. And here full scale deflection is 20. Then shunt is same, that is 115 ohm, and half of the deflection is 10. So look at here. Now we have just calculated the values of resistance here, theta, shunt, theta by 2. Just substitute their values here in this formula and calculate the value of G, that is the resistance of galvanometer. Similarly, you can do for the figure of merit also. As I told you that E is 2 volt. So here you have to put 2, R, then here G whatsoever we have calculated from here into theta. This is the deflection. So this you can find in ampere per division. So at the end you can find the mean of these two. That will give you the resistance of galvanometer and figure of merit. That's all with this experiment. Thank you.